Welcome to the Diverse Millenial Podcast. Hey guys, so my name is Walaf Nogeda, and I'm here to introduce you guys to a new podcast. This podcast is gonna give you guys all of my day-to-day life experiences I will try to share, and along with that, I will try to implement with you guys the best tactics into becoming a successful entrepreneur. So, to give you guys a little bit of background, I own currently a painting company in Boston. Along with that, I do a couple other miscellaneous things online, but haven't been able to make much money online as it is. I have been fascinated by podcasts. Over the past 2 years, podcasts have completely changed my life. First off, with a podcast, you learn so much knowledge just through listening. It is important for you to be listening to a podcast while doing any miscellaneous things that you would normally do. You know, like washing dishes, running, going to the gym, any other thing that you would like to do and you are distracted, you can listen to a podcast. A very good way to use multitasking and a very good way to learn. You don't have to dedicate any extra time. You are literally just implementing a better way to use your own time. And time management is something that we're gonna definitely review on this podcast. I will also be sharing personal goals, aspirations, and things that happen throughout my life, experiences that I have on the day-to-day. With running a painting business and trying to implement strategies to make money online, it can get very hard sometimes and you have to juggle so many things at once. So I will be going into how I keep myself accountable and how I manage all of the time to run a business and try to make another business simultaneously. Another thing I will definitely do is be honest with you guys 100% of the time. This podcast is a way for me to share what I am going through and at the same time learn from you and other guests who will be coming on this podcast also. So I will hold myself 100% accountable and I will call myself and other people out on their bullshit. There will be no bullshit allowed on this podcast. This will be strictly business. It is okay to make mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes, myself included. And I will not accept any lies, when it comes down to a podcast where I want everyone to be completely honest. Now, to transition to other things that we'll be covering on this podcast, there will also be entertainment and content ideas and different social platforms that I use, apps that I use to help out. Any strategies that I use for myself, I will be sharing with you guys. So any knowledge, any specific platforms that we use, I will be sharing with you guys. This podcast will be on different platforms like Instagram, Facebook, and all the platforms that you guys currently use right now. And let me tell you guys something. I want to prove to you that this podcast will be a place that you will learn for sure. This is a place in which I will help anyone who listens to this podcast, just like I help anyone who follows me on any other social platform. I will do everything in my power to help you get ahead in your life. I know how it sucks to feel down. I know I've been down. I've been in places that I can't even remember in my life. Places that I don't even want to go back to. Like different types of personalities of myself that I completely dislike. Things that I've changed about myself, because no one is constant, no one is stagnant. You are changing, whether you like it or not. You are changing either for the better or for the worse. It is very important to know that you want to be changing for the better. You always want to become a better person. You want to be nicer. You want to help out more of your family. You want to be the person that people look up to, because everyone looks up to someone and everyone looks down on someone. So be the person that people look up to, not the person that people do not want to be around, not the person who is always negative or always bringing other people down. You want to make sure you're uplifting people. It is very important. It's a mindset that has grown on me, especially in 2018. It is a mindset that really drives the way I live today. It really changed how I look at things. My whole mindset has changed. It is incredible how if you try to change every single day just a little bit, eventually you're going to get there. It's impossible not to. I'm telling you guys, eventually you will get there. As long as you keep moving forward every single day, take that one little step, no matter how small it might seem, you will get there one day. I really don't mind if people call this a motivation podcast. I'm not exactly sure what it is yet, but whatever you want to call it, whatever way it helps you, that's what I wanted to do. I want it to just matter to you. It has to matter to someone out there. This has to help someone. If you ever have any questions or have any ideas, feel free to send us a message. We are going to be very open to our audience. Now, I also want to inform you guys that at the same time, I do not know everything. I am also here to learn. This is a podcast for you guys and for myself. I'm here to learn all the experiences and all the life lessons, obstacles that people have gone through, difficulties. So many people have changed for the better. So many. I know so many. I've seen so many. I've heard different stories. Why can't you? I know you can. You are in there. You just need to be pulled out from what's inside of you. You need to get the best parts of you and just pull them out. And then forget everything else. Leave everything else that's not there, that's not useful, that's not good for you, for your family, for your friends. Leave that all behind. Become this new person that you want to be. With these changes and life lessons that I am undergoing, I will show you guys everything that I'm learning because I am trying my best to learn every single day. It is important that I push myself. I've never been the type of person who gets pushed around by other people. I've always tried to be the person who pushes other people. It is very important to always have someone who does that. I've seen so many people come up short, guys. It is a shame. People always come up short on who they could be. Every single day they do it. Every single week, every single year. It's a shame. Make sure someone is pushing you. You have to let the person do that. Don't be the person who doesn't allow anyone to come close to you, to come into your bubble, into your shield. Be very strong-minded and very strong-willed, but also at the same time, accept criticism, accept change, accept that you can be better every single day. You don't have to be stagnant. You are better than the person you were yesterday. You could be better. You are older. You are wiser. It's just how life works, man. There's no point in living for 50, 60, 100 years and then at the end of your life saying that you didn't learn anything, that you didn't get better, that your life was always the same. What's the point of that? This podcast is not for people who watch repeated movies. We do not repeat movies here. We keep on going. We keep learning. We want to watch new things. We want to learn new things. We want to get into new industries. We want to get into new ideas, new platforms, develop new content. It's very important to learn how to be able to change. It's flexible. It's like a piece of wood. It bends, it warps, it's flexible. It doesn't stay stagnant. It's not something that you can't move. It is able to bend and warp around things and develop a much better understanding for what it wants to be. That's the point of life, to develop a better understanding of what you want to be and then to become that. Be who you want to be. Now, I don't want you guys to get a little bit off topic here. I might be jumping around a little bit, but that's exactly how I am. So I hope you guys are okay with that. But this whole new year, new me thing is something I definitely want to touch up on. There's no such thing as a new year, new me, guys. Every single day is a new day. You're just putting a higher value on the year instead of putting a higher value on your days. Every single day you get 24 hours. Everyone gets 24 hours. Sometimes I'm amazed by how much people can fit in their 24 hours. It is truly amazing to see some people running schedules that don't even seem possible. It's inspiring. It drives me. It makes me want to pursue that same schedule. Because it just so I can inspire other people to show them it's possible. The impossible is possible. That's why the word possible is inside impossible. It's all the same thing. It's how you look at it. It's your perspective that matters. There's no new year, new me. Come on, new year, new me? Is that really what's gonna drive you? You need to be greater than that. You need to be a new you every day. That's what's gonna stand out next year. That's when 2020 comes, the new year for 2020, you're gonna be like, no new year, new me. I have been a new person all of 2019. That's why I am the person I am now. It's not overnight. There's no such thing as an overnight success. Things are built. There's an iceberg built beneath that. And if you don't want to build something, you're never going to be able to stand on top of anything. Make the shift in your life, man. It's that time. Don't waste your time anymore. It is time for you. It is your year. It is that time that you will hold yourself accountable, that you shift your focus from all the bullshit and excess that you are holding on to and just minimize and focus on what matters, on your family, on your goals, on your work. I find it so funny when people tell me, oh, I don't live to work. What do you mean? Do you really think it's free to live? It isn't. I don't know what world you're living in, because it's not free to live. Actually, in Boston, the cost of living is extremely high. The cost has been higher than it's ever been before. And you are here thinking that you're overworking yourself? What do you mean? That doesn't make any sense. You are not working yourself. Your life, most of it is work. Get accustomed to that fact, because it is a fact. Think about your week. There's only 24 hours in a day. You're working for 8 hours, you're sleeping for 8 hours, and then you get 8 hours to yourself for eating and everything else, etc. You know what that means? That means that you're working for a third of your day. A third of it, 33%. How can you not value that? How can you not like that part of your day? It's almost like you don't like yourself. So change that. Change your perspective. Change your mindset. Change the way you're looking at it. Change the way you're doing it. Change the way you're thinking. In order for you to change yourself, that's the only way to do it, guys. There's no secret code. There's no secret password, secret book. There's 1,000 books out there. Thousands. You can read them all. If you don't implement anything, you're never going to be the one writing them. 1 year can change your life, guys. 12 months, 365 days, however many weeks, 56 weeks. It doesn't matter. You can change your life within a year. You just have to start today. Make it a goal a year from today. I will be a different person. I will have a different mindset, different goals, different values, or maybe the same values. If your values are already good enough, but don't overestimate them. Don't overvalue your own values. You know, I see a lot of people overvaluing their time, man. And that's the only thing you got. There's so many people who preach that, people who know what they're talking about. If you only have your time, then give that. Give that. I see so many people wanting the money first. Wouldn't it be easy if it was like that? Too bad it's not. That's the hard truth. It's not. It never will be. You will always have to put in the work first to then get the money after. And if you don't understand that yet, it's because you've never had any money. Once you have money, you will see that you have developed a skill or developed a talent before the money came to you. Now, once you have that talent, once you have that skill and people want that, they want what you have, that's when the money will come, guys. That's when you won't even have to think about it. People who really make money, they don't need to think about it if they don't want to. It's just coming in. The work is just there every single day. I don't think about the money that I'm getting. I'm just working all day, every single day. Saturday, Sunday, every single day, 7 days a week. I am working because that's what I want. That's the type of lifestyle I want to have. That's what I know, my dream to become a reality. I will tell you one thing, guys. You are either imposing your negativity on others or you are imposing your positivity. You are either working or you are staying behind. While I'm working 5 hours a day, there's someone working 10. While there's someone working 10, there's someone working 15. While there's someone working 15, there's someone working 20 hours a day. Straight hustling, guys. And they're getting undervalued for it. You think everyone who works 16, 18 hours a day is getting what they're worth? Of course not. They have to put those hours in for days, for weeks, for months, for years, to then be worth something of value. It's very important to understand it takes 10,000 hours to master a skill. 10,000. It's not 5,000, it's 10,000. Those are countless days, countless years to develop a great skill, guys. We are not playing around on this podcast. I am here to give you guys straightforward the truth. Looking for shortcuts. Stop asking people for handouts. Stop trying to pick people's brains. That doesn't work. Pick your own stuff. Wait, you can't. Oh yeah, you can't pick anything. You know why you can't pick anything? Because you haven't planted enough seeds yet. Once you plant all of those 1,000 seeds, a year later, you're just gonna go around and start picking stuff up. It's gonna be so easy because there's gonna be an abundance of things, an abundance of plants that you planted so long, so many. And you'll be able to pick all of those one at a time instead of picking your neighbor's plants or your neighbor's seeds. That doesn't mean don't learn from other people. Make sure you have something of value first before you ask for a handout, guys. Nobody's gonna give you a handout. Nobody's gonna give you a shortcut. There are no shortcuts. So I'm not gonna make this podcast too long. This is the first podcast we will be launching. So there will be many other episodes coming every single week, or at least that's my goal as of right now. I will also be showing you guys a little bit behind the scenes of the podcast on the Instagram of the podcast, which will be coming next week. Next thing I wanna address really quick. Every single week, we're gonna be trying to do a clip of the week. I don't condescend motivation. I actually think it's a thing that's very important. I had to get myself motivated at one point too. I still have to motivate myself every single week, maybe every single day sometimes. But I don't think it's a bad thing to have motivation. I just want to make sure you guys are getting it from the right places externally and getting it from the right places internally also. So we will definitely be posting clips from YouTube, things for motivation for you guys. And the first one I will be starting off with will be nonetheless my favorite motivational clip of all time, guys. This clip is amazing. This clip definitely changed my life. I'm not even joking around. This clip has done amazing wonders for me at 1 a.m., at 2 a.m., when I watched it 5, 10, 20 times consecutively until that thing went completely down into my head and I understood what this person was trying to say and what type of advice he was trying to give me so I can change my own life. This clip is the dream speech, and I will be linking it down below. The dream speech is by far the best clip for motivation that I've ever come across. And I hope you guys enjoy it too. Watch every minute of it. Take in everything that this guy is saying. It is of value. And I hope you guys enjoy it. So to wrap this up, I want to first of all thank everyone who listened to the podcast for this episode. I really appreciate every single listener. It means a lot to me. Like I said, I will try to help every single one of you as much as I can. This is value for everyone. It's a community of value that we want to have here. And everyone will participate. As for the mindset, guys, it is very, very important for you to change your mindset in 2019. I don't know about your life, but lately my life has been going by way too fast. I try to make the most out of my days because of that, because they go by so quickly. Every single month, every single year has been going by so quickly. 2019 in itself, I was on vacation, I came back, and for the first 2 weeks, I will be honest with you guys, I did a couple things, but I did not nearly do as much as I wanted to. It was like 2 weeks went by in January, and I don't know where they went. They just disappeared, and I didn't get anything accomplished. So it's okay. I'm not getting down on myself. I just know that for the rest of 2019, I better get everything I want to accomplish accomplished. This is my goal for 2019, is to put into action. It's very good to have ideas. Everyone has ideas. Not everyone executes. That's the problem. Most people who even listen to the same podcast I'm putting here will not listen. 99% of you won't. The advice I will give here will be legitimate. That's another reason, because people just don't listen. Just like I haven't listened at some point in my life. And that came right around and bit me in the ass. So what am I gonna do now? Listen more every single day. Especially when it's coming from people who are intelligent, who are smart, who want the best for me. And let me tell you, those people who are giving that advice usually are living the life of their dreams. It inspires me so much, guys, when I see someone who is living the life of their dreams. I don't feel envious at all. Not 1%. I feel extremely grateful and happy for them, for their family, for the people they share those experiences and dreams with. People lift other people up all the time. We all need to be lifted up at some point. All of us. need to be lifted up at some point. So make sure you don't kick anyone who's down. Make sure you're the one putting your hand out to help them. And when you're up, make sure you keep going up and bringing everyone you can bring with you. And if you're down, make sure you're humble enough to look up and take that hand when it is extended to you. Too many people pass up on help, on advice. That's why they never get better. Unfortunately, that's the truth. Once again, guys, thank you so much for listening. I want you guys to drop a comment and a like below. And make sure you subscribe to our channel and to our podcast. We'll be putting out content every single week. Thank you, guys.